Hey, yo, what up? You already know what it is. This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. It's about 2:30 in the morning here in New York. I just got back to the crib. By the time y'all see this, I'll probably upload this for about maybe 10 a.m. So y'all see it in the morning. I'm not going to upload it tonight. But came home, wanted to record right away. I was outside. We was in New York. We was in Brooklyn, actually. Shout out to Blast. Blast had a party and a performance in Brooklyn. He's dropping a new album on Friday, so he did a show. He played some music, man. Shout out to Blast. I can't wait to sit with the project. So, I'm outside. My homegirl Win is in town. Genius Distro. What up? Win got a new project coming. So we're just outside supporting Blast. We're moving around the city, having a good time. And while we were out, my man Gabe P, if y'all used to watch me on Amazon Music Rotation Roundtable, it was me, Gabe P, Nyla Simone, Nala DJ tonight too, she killed it, and Speedy Mormon. So Gabe P has on the radar. He dropped the freestyle with Big Sean, and so we're moving around. We're outside, and Sean, to me, is an incredible MC, an incredible artist, somebody who I'm a fan of. I've interviewed him in the past, of course, and so oh man, Sean dropped something new. I gotta hear this. So I listened to the freestyle. Ducked off in the corner somewhere, listened to the freestyle. Okay, this shit is dope. And then, moving around and I'm on social media and I start seeing things that's like, yo, Sean is dissing Kendrick on his On the Radar freestyle. And I was like, did I miss something? I know I heard the freestyle, but again, I'm moving around. I'm not all the way paying attention, but I didn't hear the diss. Now, the first place, I'm going to be honest, the first place that I've seen the diss, I don't know if this was the first person to post it, right? But it was the Academics TV account. I don't know who runs that. It's affiliated with Academics. I don't know if that's his personal. It's more of a feed. You know what I'm saying? But they wrote, the lyric is, I got better things to do than to find someone to beef with. So that's the quote. And then it said, Big Sean cooked Kendrick in all caps. And so that was the first tweet that I saw. And then when I start looking, I start seeing more tweets from different people on the feed, on the Twitter feed, different music accounts or hip hop accounts, I guess. And then, just kind of regular people saying it. And this narrative keeps spreading. And I'm like, I looked at the line, then I ducked off. I listened to the freestyle again, and the line is, hold on, we're gonna just say this line. I'll just go through because it's in the first couple of bars. I had to switch the home team because they committed treason. Eliante had a piece hit. I'm feeling seasick. And just look for engagement like they got their knee bent. I got better things to do than to find someone to beef with, or else I'm off the deep end. And I'm just like, where's the diss? Where's the diss? Show me the diss. What's that movie with Cool Good? Show me the money. Like, show me the diss. Where's the diss? I'm pretty good with this bar thing. Like, I made a career breaking down and analyzing bars and talking to artists about their bars. Like, I've made a career out of that. I've done pretty well. And then some of you who know me know that I also write myself. I got a pen myself. I put out my own music. And I just say that to say, like, I know how artists think. Like, I know, like, when somebody is trying to send a dart. Now, if Sean meant that as a diss, then he needs stronger bars than that to come after Kendrick. I don't see it, but let's just say this hypothetically, Sean is picking a fight. Sean is trying to go there. That's not even a strong bar. It's not even like a good bar to diss with. Like, and so I'm scratching my head and I just don't believe it. I listened to the verse like 5 or 6 times. I hopped on Genius. Like, I read the lyrics while I'm listening. I just don't see it. There was another account, Certified Jared, King Jared. I'm not really sure of this account, but everybody's verified now. You could buy verification. I pay to be. I was verified on Twitter before they took the verification away. I also paid the subscription for verification because I'm like, oh, now I can monetize these videos on Twitter or on X. So I ain't even shitting on nobody for paying for verification. That's not what I'm saying. I do it too, but I don't know who King Jared is. I don't know Certified Jared. That could just be my ignorance. but this account is verified. So it says Big Sean just sent multiple disses to Kendrick Lamar. Niggas looking for engagement like they got their knee bent. I got better things to do than find someone to beef with. And then it goes on to try to break down the bar and says Kendrick has been engaged to Whitney for 9 years and also engaging in beef. Drake for clout. Like, and I'm just like, hold on, let me just go read that back again. I'm sorry, bear with me. So all right, this is looking for engagement like they got their knee bent. So it says Kendrick has been engaged to Whitney for 9 years and also engaging in beef. Drake for clout. Difference is I'm an activist and you drink activist and I'm back acclimated and I'm gonna need my cut off the top like it's decapitated. That's a dope bar. I didn't get. I mean, I'm gonna need my cut off the top like it's decapitated. The dope bar is like one of those bars I could sing. It says Kendrick has talked about sipping lean in his music before. Michael Jordan, Blow My High, and has been accused of being a fake activist a handful of times. Like Kendrick is not drinking lean, dog. Like Kendrick, like right now, like Kendrick. When somebody says difference is I'm an activist and you drink activist, like Kendrick is not the first artist that I think of when you think of drinking lean. This is and then he also spoke on how Top Dog has been taking Kendrick's money. Big Sean says he needs his money full cut. Nobody's taking 50 from him. And then it says observation by Faison 1010. Like, bro, that's not how rap work. Like, I know how rap works. And again, in the comments, if y'all feel like these are disses, tell me. But I never like I just don't get it. And there's so many of these accounts. I'm just gonna run through it. Like Daily Loud talks about Big Sean takes shots at Kendrick. I just don't get it. So look, let's break it down. They definitely had their issues, like, and it kind of stems from Control. Control was a Big Sean record. Kendrick was on the record. That was the classic Kendrick verse. And you know, whatever the issue was, it stemmed from there, right? But if you go back and if we're analyzing lyrics and we're breaking down lyrics, Big Sean on Detroit 2 had a song called Deep Reverence, right? And on that song, I just want to pull up the lyric. On that song, he says, after what happened to Nipsey, I reached out to Kendrick. It wasn't even no real issues there to begin with. Lack of communication and wrong information from people fueled by their egos. It's mixing the flames with diesel. Energy crazy. I realize it's a two-way street. What's coming is going. If it don't give you more, it drains you. So he spoke to Kendrick. I remember this was a couple of years ago, whatever year that was, and forgive me. But it was around, I think Sean performed at Dreamville. SZA performed at Dreamville. It happened right after that. But Deep Reverence came out and Sean told us, after what happened to Nipsey, I reached out to Kendrick. It wasn't no real issue there to begin with. Lack of communication and wrong information. You know, I think that I just don't understand why we're trying to make this Big Sean and Kendrick thing happening. Now, if you look again, like, so I think there's an agenda going on. Like, I'm gonna put my conspiracy theorist hat on it. I'm gonna tell y'all how media works. Now, again, I said this Academics TV account, I don't know who runs it. I don't think ACT is posting on here, right? But if you scroll down this particular account, and this was the first account I seen it on, so much of the posts over the last 2 months have been things to discredit Kendrick. And it's like multiple a day. Like, you know, one today it said, reality check. Kendrick Lamar has not broken any of Drake's streaming records. Drake still leads by 70 billion streams as the most streamed artist of 2024. All right. That's cool. That's data. You can't refute data, but I mean, what does that have to do with anything? Like, Kendrick won the battle. There's also this thing where Big Sean was on IG Live and he put a song up where he says, I laugh at the fact that they calling y'all the greatest. I'm said it's on, we solidified. You just say you run your city, but that shit is gentrified. I mean, it could be, but again, I don't hear it needs to be more direct. You know how many cities is gentrified? Like I'm from New York, man. Like, you know how many cities are going to gentrification? So the account says Big Sean just dissed Kendrick Lamar and said Compton has been gentrified. I don't get it. Another post right before this. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us video has failed to break Eminem's Kill Shot music video record for 38 million views in the first 24 hours. Kill Shot broke 38 million views in 24 hours. Not Like Us allegedly did 21 million views in 24 hours. Y'all, I've spoke about this before on this channel. My biggest thing and my biggest relationship is with y'all, and I try to be as unbiased as possible. I'm gonna give my opinion, but I'm trying to be fair about everything. And I want to be, throughout my career, it's important to be factual. It's important to be somebody that the audience can trust. But even more so than that, it's important as a member of the hip hop community to be able to tell the story the right way. This is like documented record of our history. Y'all seen me talk a couple weeks ago about what happened with MTV, how they took down all the articles, and it's back up thanks to the Internet Archive and the Wayback Machine. Like, that's a record of our musical culture history, right? These videos are different from articles, but is a record of our history. I think there's a duty when we call ourselves media, when we jump in front of these cameras, to tell the story right. I'm not invested in, and I love a battle just as much as anybody else. That Kendrick Drake battle was great, but I said this before, like, I'm not pushing for Kendrick to win. I'm not pushing for Drake to win. I want to see a good battle because it doesn't affect me either way. But, I'm just trying to call it fair. I want to see a dope battle. So, look, I think Big Sean's an incredible MC. I think Kendrick is a better. If they choose to battle, I think it'll be great. But this just doesn't seem where they're at. So I just don't understand trying to force it. I think Sean is getting caught up in this moment, in this particular moment. I think Sean is getting caught up in, it seems on that Academics TV account, that anything they can do to discredit Kendrick or to chop down Kendrick, they're going to do. And so, Sean, they're using Sean to just chip away at it and do whatever they can to chip away at Kendrick. Like I said, if Sean meant that to be a diss, it's a weak diss. It's not a good diss. But I don't believe he meant it to be a diss. I feel like if Sean wanted to diss anybody, there's a rap way to do it where the even if it's a sub, it's supposed to connect. You know what I'm saying? And Sean is a capable MC where if he wanted to diss you, it'll connect. But even if you follow Sean, like Sean is a new father. Like, he's kind of like really like a peaceful guy. Now, of course, he's gonna say, all MCs say they're the greatest. This is kind of similar to the J. Cole thing. Like, of course they're gonna say they're the greatest, but Cole chose peace over, and he chose whatever his friendship was or his relationship was with Kendrick over being in this battle or being quote unquote the best or having the crown. I think a lot of times I see Sean choosing peace and health, and he's still ill as an MC. It don't make him any ill as an MC, but it just doesn't seem to me that this is that he wants to battle anybody, Kendrick or anybody, but he can still rap and talk about how he's the best. Why not? Look, there's a couple of things going on here though. I do think this Academics TV account, I mean, if you just scroll down it for yourself on Twitter, like, y'all can see it yourself. It's like anything to big up Drake and to cut down Kendrick. The other part of it is we all monetize, right? And battle is good for business. Like, my traffic, the monetization I was getting during the height of that Kendrick Drake battle was making more money on this channel than anything. So it's good for business, I guess. But me getting a couple of dollars in my pocket is not worth me trying to like force a beef. These other, I mean, Daily Loud, like, who runs these accounts? Like who is the expert? Like, I'm Daily Loud, Big Sean, this is Kendrick Lamar. Like, I'm down to put my face on the line, my reputation on the line. Like, if I say something, y'all know who's behind this account. Y'all know it's me. And if I'm wrong, if this blows up and becomes a Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar beef, I will get up on here and tell y'all, damn, y'all, I got it wrong. But I think this forcing the beef it's so whack. And it's unfair. It's unfair to Sean. It feels like every time he starts to roll out or start something, there's just a narrative to loop it in with Kendrick. And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but there's an agenda here, and you could see it in the media. Like if you really look, you could see it. And I think it's unfair to Sean. I think it's unfair to Kendrick. But most importantly, I think it's unfair to y'all. Like it's unfair to the audience. Like y'all are smart. Like we be having conversations in these comments. Like I love kicking it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are smart. I learn from y'all just as much as I sit up here and talk. Like to me, it's an insult. Like if for hip hop fans, for the hip hop fan in me, these tweets, this whatever agenda, it's an insult to our intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So or I got it all wrong. If there is a diss, if Big Sean is dissing Kendrick, please go in the comments and point it out to me. I'm talking about on this freestyle. I don't want to hear about Control. I don't want to hear about the interview that he did or whatever. Like from here to Deep Reverence, when the man told us that he, after what happened to Nipsey, he squashed whatever the issue was with Kendrick. From there to where we're at now, like where's the diss, and why are we trying to force it? Those are the two questions that I have for y'all. That if somebody has the answer, please tell me, because I don't see it. And I think a lot of this, I think Sean is just being used as collateral damage again to chop at Kendrick. And to me, it's pretty apparent. But let me know what y'all think. All right, like, sub, comment. I'm here, and I still owe y'all. I didn't forget, y'all. I'm running around all week. I've been busy this week, but we still gonna do a video about Pete Rock and Common, because that album is amazing. All right, so I owe y'all that, and we not backing off of that. But this seemed like immediate, so I wanted to address it. All right, peace.